Hello, my PC students. Now, this assignment is like a review for you. It's called Multiple Sheets, and we're not opening up any file. We're just going to start from scratch, and I'm going to go to View here and put up my Zoom, and I'm going to put on 150, and I see if that works for us. Okay, and so what we're going to do is we're going to put some data in here. We're going to put it on all the sheets, and then we will group the sheets and ungroup the sheets to do what we need to do. So right now what I want you to do is I want you have one sheet on here, so click on the plus sign for sheet 2, sheet 3, sheet 4, sheet 5. So there should be 5 sheets, and I want you to double click on sheet 5 and type in summary. Okay, and press enter. And while we're here, we might as well call this quarter 1, Q-U-A-R-T-E-R 1, and then press enter and name this one quarter 2, Q-U-A-R-T-E-R quarter 2, and then quarter 3, Q-U-A-R-T-E-R quarter 3, and then quarter 4. Okay, so we've named all the sheets. Okay, so what we want to do is that we're going to group the sheets so we can put some information on that's the same for all of them. So you're on quarter 1 sheet right now. Hold down your shift key and click on the summary sheet. They're all white. And if you look up here, they tell you they're all grouped, which they are. Okay, so click in cell A1 if your cursor isn't already there. And I want you to type Pet Paradise. Put your caps lock on. Pet Paradise. Pet Foods. Pet Paradise Pet Food. Okay, Pet Foods. All right, press enter. And then I want you to put in sales figures. Sales figures, and put in here quarter and comma, and for the year put in 2019. Okay, all right, press enter. And now let's just take a look, but before we do that, let's go and fill these with yellow. So let's go to your home tab, let's fill them with yellow. Let's make the font red, and let's make it bold and italics, and let's make the first one about size 16, and let's make the second one about size 14. All right, so there we can see it. All right, so now what we want to do is I'm going to turn off our grouping. Okay, now I can just right click here and say ungroup sheets. All right, so now watch. Quarter 1, you can see it. Quarter 2, you can see it. Now note it hasn't got the zoom on it. As soon as I go to view zoom and I click here and I put in 150, it will look identical to the other one. And the same with quarter 3 and quarter 4 and summary. And you see how the headings all went down. Okay, so I'm going to put this at 150 because I think it'll work. And I'll do quarter 4 zoom at 150. Okay, and the same with summary. All right, that's good. So you saw how it went down on every sheet. All right, so let's go now to quarter 1, and we're going to put in some more titles here. All right, so you're on quarter 1. Hold down your shift key and click on summary. So click on all of them. And now let's go to cell A5. Let's go to cell A5, and we're going to take off your caps lock and type in cat food. And press, I'll put a capital F on food. Okay, capital F on food. Press enter, and then dog food. Oh, I've missed the capital F again. Food. And press enter, and then flea products. Flea products. Okay, and press enter, and then we want toys, and press enter, and we want treats, and press enter, and we want totals. Okay, and I'm going to widen our column so that we can, and I don't need it that wide, so I'm going to bring it back to about like that. All right, so now what we want to do is we're going to right click here and say ungroup, so that you can see that now on every sheet you have put the titles that we want to use. Okay, so click on quarter one, hold down your shift key and click on summary. Alright, so I want you to go to cell B4 and I want you to type, leave B4 blank, actually C4 blank, D4 blank, go to E4, and in E4 I want you to type in the word total. And then in F4 I want you to type in the word percent. Now I want you to click in cell B4, hold down your shift key and click in F4. Alright, so let's make these titles bold and italics. And we'll likely, I'd say, center them. Okay, so they've got them centered, and whatever we put here will still be bold and italics. Okay, so now we've done all that. Turn off your grouping, so right click and say ungroup. Now go back to quarter one. So quarter one, we want to type in January, January, and note the bold and the italics in the center come on, and drag it across so that it reads February, March. All right, we're going to put some values in here, and I want to use a pattern. All right, so I want to put in 300, press enter, and then I want 200. Okay, and now there's your pattern. Drag it down. Don't include the total. Okay, and then February, put in 325 and put in 225 and grab your pattern, drag it down. Oh, what the heck? Is there not a pattern here? Oh, I changed this. I got 0, so I put in 110. Sorry about that one. And this one here will be 80. And, oh, I did the same thing here. Okay, all right, so I want, okay, pattern wasn't there exactly. This is 115, so I couldn't go as far as I wanted, and this was 70. All right, and March, okay, I got 355, and then 255, and we'll start a pattern, but I can only go down to 155, and then I'm going to put in 120, and I'm going to put in 65. All right, press enter there. Okay, so now this time we've got some values in here and we want to add them and we want to get the percent. All right, but we're going to group our sheets so that all this data, the formulas, can be put in together. Now I'm not going to include the summary this time because we're going to do different on the summary, but I want to include quarter one, shift key, quarter four. Now, you know how to add. We click in cell B5, we hold down the shift key, and we click in the blank cell here so that we have a blank column for the total and a blank row for the totals. And remember, we go Alt equals. Okay, the first line or the beginning of the column should be a $sign as well as the totals, right? So right click, go to Format Cells, you want accounting. Now we want 0 decimal places here, but we do want the $sign. So there we've got the $sign and 0 decimal places. Now take a look. Do the numbers line up? No. So go here, select this, right click, go to Format Cells, and you want accounting, 0 decimal places, and no $sign. All right, and so there we've got that all lined up in a straight line now. Is perfect. Also, we want to calculate the percent. What percent was the cat food as compared to the total? All right, so put in your equals. What percent was the cat food as compared to means divide and the total. And when we compare to a total, it has to be absolute. Function key F4. All right, grab your fill handle and drag down. And we should have a 1 here because you know it's going to be 1%. And you want percent, and we want 2 decimal places. All right, click off. That's what we want. Okay, so now click on the summary sheet, and now the grouping's off. So look at quarter 1. You can see that. And here, sales figures, I'm going to press F2 to edit right now. And I'm going to type in space 1, quarter 1. Okay. And, oh, I got this in the wrong place. Hold on here. Quarter 1. And then I want the comma. Okay. There. Is there a space here? No, I don't think so. All right, so now we're going to go to quarter 2. Okay, so I'm going to press F2 to edit here. I'm going to put in quarter 2. All right, and note that I've got zeros because I haven't put any values in. And if you go to quarter 3, and I'm going to press F2 to edit here, and I'm going to put in quarter 3, and then I'm going to go to quarter 4, and F2 to edit, and I'm going to put in quarter 4. All right, that's good. Okay, so you see the formulas. But now we'll go to sheet 2. So we put in January, February, and March. So this is going to be April. And again, you see the bold and italics, and we'll drag it over April, May, June. All right, so now we're on quarter 2. We want to fill in values. Okay, for April, let's put in 280. So 280, and then put in 270, and I've got a bit of a pattern here, so I'm going to grab your fill handle and drag down to 250. Oh, I didn't. Okay, it's 255, so put in 255, and the last one is 260. All right, May is 285, and then 265, and there's no pattern here. So 255, and then 255 again, and then 265. And then for June, you have 290, and 260, and 250, and 250 again, and 260. 260. Okay, now, did you see all the values change? I got $1 sign here, so I'm going to click here to wipe it out. Okay, let's go Control S to save. Oh, I hadn't saved it. I thought I had. All right, so I've got to go to Browse, and I want to go to my U drive. So there's my U drive, Print Com, and Excel, and if statements, okay? And we'll call it, put in your name, put in the current date for you, and call it multiple sheets. M-U-L-T-I-P-L-E, multiple sheets. And save it. Now let's go to quarter 3, and you see the same thing here. Now we want to put in July, and grab your fill handle and drag to the right. And for values, we want to put in 380 and 370. Okay, 370. And I got a bit of a pattern here, so I'll come down to 360. And that's as far as I can go. And then 355 and 360. All right, August, 385. Okay, so 385, and then I want to put in 365, and 355, and 355 again, and 365. All right, and one more for September here, 390, and then 360. And I gotta be fast here, 350, and 350, and 365. 360, pardon me. All right,